people, Keisha Prince here, we're talking about is playing US soccer via college a good route. So let me talk about, first of all, is that the money to go over there is no joke. You've got to consider that okay, first of all, I'm not happy by the fact that the cat-free academies over here in the UK and most of these National League academies are providing this route as the next thing that we can suggest for you to, you know, become a footballer and get your education. That's how poor it is over here. And it's a business, because they charge the players 1,500 to 2 grand just to for them to get either 50% of that with the agency that they're going to be with. And it's more of a money thing, because they look at you as an asset, and now they're trying to get money off the asset before they just ship you away. That's how it is. So it's a business. I remember I was up there in Rochdale, and one player came up to me and said to me, oh, you know, they talked to me about going to America. I said to him, big man, if you go over there, what are you trying to go over there for? Education, for football? I want to make it. So then don't go there. If you're going to do it, more than anything, go to university over here and find the same professional team over here. That will make better sense, because the weight, again, of American football does not have weight over in Europe. If just even the videos alone when they're training and playing football on the NFL pitches, like when I send those video clips to teams over in Europe, when I was doing work with an agency before, they laugh. You know what I mean? Because America football on the whole, the college level, has no weight in Europe whatsoever. The weight is so low. It's like a 2 kg barbell. It's got a little weight, but it's not enough for you to say, you know what, look at my footage. The coaches and that will not take it serious. If you're now trying to go to them countries like Australia and all that, then maybe, but when you're talking about European clubs, yeah, the weight is not there. So you got to consider that. Also, you got to consider that the MLS also is all about trying to make the league the best league in the world. So the MLS, the D1 league and all that stuff are filled with high profiling players, big players that's in those leagues. The likelihood of them signing you to make the league any better is, again, very, very slim. So if you're going over there to make it as a professional footballer, I'll be honest with you, it's going to be very low. The chances are very low. But if you're trying to go over there for education, for you to play football and learn, then by all means go ahead. But you got to consider this. You have to consider this, because I've seen a lot of players go over there, come back 21 years old, and the development has either stopped or they're gone backwards. One of the two is either stopped or gone backwards. Because again, you only play, if I'm not mistaken, about to some states 20 games in a season. 20 games. Like, you can play double that over here in England if you wanted to. Literally, you could probably play 60 games. You could play for a Saturday team and a good Sunday league team and get more minutes and development on the pitch than for you to play 20 games and then they squash it in one little semester time, like a couple of like one or 2 months, if I'm not mistaken. And if you get injured for like 3 weeks, then you probably miss like 4 or 5 games, and it's a mess. And then if you get injured for like, I don't know, you broke a leg, then you miss the whole season. You got to wait a whole year. That's how that the structure of it is not good. Not only that, is when the season's finished, when you're playing, they only have a limited time frame when you could train in a team. So if I know one team, it was 8 hours after the season finished that they can only train with each other. 8 hours. Are you 8 hours? So 8 hours. So this is the problem, what they don't make people understand. I don't know if they do disclose this, but I'm thinking, if I was your age, 18, and they told me I wanted to go over there to America, and after the season I only could train 8 hours, I'd be like, what? 8 hours with the team? Then how am I going to develop? I need competitive football. I need to be playing against other teams, not playing against my teammates. So you got to consider all these factors, which I don't believe most of these agencies tell you. It's not what it seems. Next is also the fact that the time frame that you got to consider of you being there for 4 years. 4 years. 4 years. You're gonna be there for 4 years, my friend. 4 years. You're not gonna come out when you're 21. You miss 4 years. The development between your 18 and 21 is the most crucial. Between those years those 4 years, it will determine whether you will have the good foundation to last long. Yes, there's players that made it late after, but between 18 to 21 years, England has not been very successful in molding a lot of players. We lose a lot of players at the age group because the Premier League 2 is so poor, okay, and the reserve league football is so poor over here in England. Under 21s and under 23 football, whatever you call it, is pants. It's trash. Most clubs don't respect it. That's why, for me, what they should just do is put all the under 23s and all the under clubs into group divisions and let them try and qualify into the conference league system and then work their way into it. I feel they should just do that, because that's why in Spain, Real Madrid B, Barcelona B and C, these guys are competing against men in stadiums week in, week out. So that's my take about America. One of the things you've got to take away is this, as I understand, is this: if you're trying to go over there for a pro contract to try and get in to make that American dream, the most likelihood of that is going to be very slim. I'm not trying to burst a bubble to be, you know, the Grinch here, but I'm just speaking facts and honest truth. It's going to be very slim. And you're going to come back when you're 21 years old and be like, oh my days, I wasted 250, how many £1,000s you pay for tuition as well, and I didn't really achieve my ultimate goal, which was becoming a footballer. If you're trying to go over there for the education, lifestyle, and football is just a little hobby on the side, then all by means, take that ticket, enjoy, you know what I mean, have a big burger on me. But if you're trying to make it as a pro, it's not really the best option, and there's a lot more routes that you could take than go to that route system. And let me know what you think about in the comment section, and let's talk about this.